Hello everybody, welcome to Midlife Gaming, and we are back in Factorio today, episode 3, and we're looking to create some new bits and pieces this morning. It's a wet Saturday afternoon, sitting here at home. The family have all gone out, the wife's out with mum, and the kids are out with their friends, so it's just me and Factorio. So thought I'd play a little game for a bit and have you guys along for the ride. So got a few things today, and I did a little update last video just at the end, and I just created a little resource patch here to exploit some of this stone. And the reason for that is we want to get some stone bricks going and get our walls built up a lot more, because I think we're going to need to get a lot more defenses put up. There you go. And as I say that, we're literally being attacked. We can see on our map where that is, and there's a bug right there. He didn't last long. So we're going to look here firstly at bolstering our power supply, because even though this is okay for now, it's going to become a lot more draining on power from when we build more stuff. And also on the map here, you can see at the top we do have a new base which is getting pollution, so that's where these new ones are coming from. So ideally what I'm going to do is build a wall across here with some guns in front of it, or behind it, and from their perspective I guess. And also down here I'm going to look at doing it this end, because we've got some bases down here which are soon going to be getting this pollution hitting them. So it's quite good. We've got a couple of little choke points down the bottom, and if we build a wall across here, this would be quite a good choke point. And also that a little wall there with some guns behind them would probably do it. And then look at sort of building our walls around this way a bit more, and using these natural cliffs here as a bit more of a boundary. I think we're okay up the top here. This is pretty good because it's just all sort of peninsulaed off there, so they can't really get to us from that side. And then this side maybe. And we've got a nice big patch of iron over here, which we'll look at taking that later. Probably when we get trains, we'll look at getting trains in there and just having a railway go straight across here and dropping off around here, and we'll put this as a iron smelting facility there. I don't know about copper at the moment. We've still got quite a lot of copper. We could do with finding more on our map. We don't have any yet. And as I say, we've got oil down here as well, so we'll probably get oil coming in via train also up to this area here. Not sure about this area here. I'm thinking maybe we could put power supply there and maybe some solar panels perhaps. And we'll look at that and see where we go. But I think for today, we want to increase our power supply, as I say, and get some defences up and running, which means we're going to need to get some guns and also some more research. So let's have a look at our research. I think we probably want to unlock this black science at some point, so that gives us better ammunition and also hand grenades, which are obviously very nice to have. But also we've got a few other bits here like engines. We are going to need that because I do want to unlock this car, and that would be quite a good one to get. So I think we'll look at doing that first of all. So let's get that up and running. What do we need for that? We need the engines and the red belts. So yeah, engines first, red belts, we'll queue that up, and then we'll see what happens, and we'll go for the car once they're done. So for the moment, let's go and get our power supply increased. We'll let this down here just carry on doing what it's doing. I've just manually fed coal into these for now, because I don't have a coal supply down here. We will eventually start extracting more of this because we're going to need it for research later on, for the black research. And what I will do, I will put another row of these in down here for these research centres. And as I say, we're going to need to put more defences in down here. As you can see, the research is stacking up quite nicely. We shouldn't run out of that for a fair while yet, and that will last us for quite a bit of the early research. I've got sort of myself a little chest here just to dump in the stuff that I'm not going to need again, like this pistol. As you can see down here, I've moved this gun over. We'll probably get a flamethrower and maybe a rocket launcher at some point later as well, and we'll just keep all our ammunition in there. And then these burner miners, we don't use these now. We're going to use electric miners for everything, so we will want to get some more of those up and running. And what I've done here is I've just built a little chest to put some furnaces in, because we're going to use loads of these later once we start smelting more of our iron. I will grab a stack of those as well just for now. I've got one gun left there. I'm going to want to get some more of those. I've got some ammunition just laying on the floor there. Grab that, and then let's grab some more from here as well, just to keep ourselves topped up. And also we want to put some in any guns that we build. As you can see, our iron is actually starting to run out somewhat down here as well, so I think we're going to want to put some more iron smelting in here as well. And then we're also going to want to unlock steel smelting, which is going to need coal and more iron. So I think for now, let's get the power supply up and running. Let's grab 2 more of those and 3, 4 of those. And we'll probably want a few pipes in there too. So, actually, have we got pipes running on the belt yet? I don't think we have. No, so this is just very, very basic setup at the moment. So we will get more stuff on this belt later. First things first though, power supply. We don't want that running out at all. And it will do very soon if we're not careful. Yeah. So we'll change this up a little bit. Okay. Going to put another gun in up here as well, just to protect it a bit more. As you can see, they are starting to get some more coming in up here. Going to drop another one here just for now. We'll put some ammunition in there. Should be plenty for the moment. But we'll move this one over as well. And we'll put that just up here. And as I say, we'll build a wall across here at some point soon, and that will cover it. With overlapping fields of fire. Very nice. Very good. And that one there, I don't know if we're going to need that one there. I think we'll keep him there for now in case anything comes over from here and decides to have a little wander about. So let's start with getting rid of this and this. We didn't build enough of those. Okay, let's pop a few of those in there. Okay. The guns are going again. Yep, see, straight away they started. We will need to deal with that base very soon. So that's why I want to get the Jeep so we can get up there and actually have some proper fire. Pop that in there. That's actually run out of water in there now, so that's slowed it down a bit and stopped it completely. But once we've got this one in place, it should just let this run straight through. And we'll pop that in there. There you go. Lovely. So we'll get these on here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. And a couple of power poles in the middle. And there. Don't know, I didn't like that. There we go, let's try that again. There we go, so they should all be ready to put power in there now. We just need to extend this belt out, put some burner inserters here. And then once we've done that, we'll get some more power running. So we need 2 more of these burners. Grab those. What we can do later is use the electrified versions of those, and they'll be able to hold a lot more coal. Fit a lot more in there, but we probably will use something other than coal once we get oil up and running. We'll try and use solid fuel if we can, because it burns longer, gets more energy efficiency. And also we need the coal for other things later, like hand grenades and military science. So we don't want to waste it on energy if we can use something else. So as you can see now, we're actually starting to get thinning out on this coal. So I'm going to need to get some more of these, which we don't have any yet. So I'm going to get those automated at some point. So we'll build 5 for the moment. And once they're automated, we'll get them all over this coal patch, putting out loads of coal. We're going to need more for the iron and more for making steel later on as well. Sorry, just having a drink of my tea. Very English of me. If you don't like tea, then, well, sorry. You're in the wrong place. Okay, let's decide how we want to do this best. Oh, more attacks. Let's see where we're going to attack this time. There you go. So look, we're getting more and more of these coming in. Hence why we're building the walls down south. So I'm going to quickly knock these out. This might harm me somewhat when I do this, but let's just get these out of the way. Okay. How much gold is in that one? 550 is not really worth it. So we'll put another one here, here, and here. We'll grab some more of those later. And what I'm going to do is run this belt here and run this belt here, and then change that one to there, and then all of these should spit out coal in a fairly uniform way. And they're all powered now, so that should fill the belt both sides, which is quite nice. And then we'll have this belt going around also to fill that up, and we'll grab another inserter there. I think we're probably going to need more iron before we can do that. So yeah, we've run out of iron again. So as long as we keep that power going, that'll keep everything else running. And then we'll look at increasing this, getting more iron throughput, because we will need lots of that later. We'll just grab this off the belt for the moment. So if you stand over the belt, press F, it will pick up anything that's on the belt, and we'll grab anything nearby. A few cogs can't hurt to get those as well. We've got 20, what could we do more? Excellent. Right, let's get down here and get the rest of these on. We're doing furnaces. Okay, good. Yeah, we will definitely need to increase that. Right, there we go. That's our mining setup for the coal, and that will just keep us going in coal for ages and ages and ages, and that will be enough to last us till we can get a different power supply at least, or find a bigger coal patch somewhere else, or move on to a totally different power source even. So as you can see, it's filled up both sides of that belt now, so that should run very well. And we can put more of these in as we go. We will run out of space up here, but by that point we should have landfill, and then we can just build more land in there. But that's not a major concern for the moment. The worst case is we can just put more coal generators off this side and just double it up from there instead. So it's not the end of the world. Yeah, we're good for our power supply for the moment. What I'd like to do is get a few more of these putting out coal as well. And ideally on both sides of this belt also. The reason being is we're going to want more of this coal for building the steel side later on. So we'll get a couple more of these on here. We'll plan ahead for that. I think we can have never enough. It's a bit of a shame on that one there, really. And then get rid of that one and put it... Oh, there we go, just take the power out for the whole base. We'll put that one there. There you go. And then another one just there. Should cover those three too. There we go. Right. More power, more power. We probably can fit another one in here later if we really need to, and do another line if we have to later, but that's just in reserve. Okay, copper is looking good. Plenty of copper coming through still, but the iron is still pulling through quite a lot. Can't hurt to throw another iron miner down there. That's while we're here, as we use it. Okay, and then I'm quickly going to build this again, just down here, and have another row of this iron going through here, which means I'm going to move this because that's now empty. Get rid of those, this and this. Oh, a nice little light there as well, which I thought was quite good. Right, we'll leave that there for the moment. Okay, I'm going to quickly do this, and then we'll pick up from there, and we should have double our iron supply. Okay, we'll catch you soon. And there we go, super tidy. I even adjusted it slightly so that I've put a little gap between each of these two furnaces. So I've done two furnaces, a gap for a power pole, another two, then another power pole, and it actually fits quite well into that plan, because if you look at the power poles, the power is covered, so that covers all of these inserters. Just means a little less power poles usage and just keeps it a little neater looking. And as you can see now, our iron belts are much better looking and fuller. The only problem is now our iron ore supply is actually a lot less, so we're going to need to start digging more iron out of the ground so this fills up, because we're going to use loads and it's not getting enough. So what we need now is a few more of these, which means more iron. Thankfully though, we've got iron on the belt. We'll just grab loads of that. And what's occurred to me is I haven't got a box to put any iron into, so I'll put one there, grab an inserter from there, and just occurred to me I've got no power that side either, which is great. All in there just for now. And we'll just grab ourselves a little chest for reserve amounts of iron, so that'll pick that up as we go. Let's grab a couple more of those. And the good thing is this will hopefully start getting these iron gears working more, because we're going to need lots and lots more of those. I'm going to also get rid of this here, because I think we're going to need this a bit more up north here on the front line a bit more. I doubt we'll get any biters come down this side. If we do, then we've got bigger problems than where that gun's located. I will actually put that chest back, because I do want more ammunition being put in there. And I think we'll just quickly adjust where that is as well. There. Let's pop some more gun ammunition in there. I know I've got quite a sporadic amount of ammunition in each turret at the moment, but they seem to be coping so far. Yeah, that's cool. We've got 28 walls there. Let's start across here. It's not the best, but it will get there. And we'll grab some of these quickly. As I say, down the south, we've got walls being built for us at the moment, so they'll go into a box. We'll go and collect more of those in a minute. We are going to need quite a lot of these later in the game to surround our base, essentially. Let's grab both of those as well. Build this across a bit more. Hopefully they'll just sit at the walls and try and get through the walls and then get shot at, rather than try and go around the walls and come behind the guns. So that's why we'll cover this here. And we will spread these out later as we get more guns and better ammunition. Just want them covered for the moment so they're protected. There we go. That should keep us safe for a little bit. And we've got a little space, and as we get further into the game, we can expand this wall further north, and eventually we'll get no biters around us anywhere. Let's have a look where we're at the moment. Yeah, see, we're getting another base up there. We've got a nice little stone patch there as well. Ooh, 1.2 million stone. That will be very handy for building our railways later. And we've got a couple of biter bases down here. We'll need our south defences put in soon. So let's get these miners up and running so we get more iron on this belt. So coal's looking great, excellent. Let's get these on here. And obviously the more of these you put on, the more power we're going to start using. So that's another balance we have to look at. There. And then what we can do, we can actually put more miners this side as well. So we're going to build more of those. Let's get more of this iron. Yeah, there we go. Should be a few more there. Let's grab another 5. Get ourselves bolstered up. Plenty of copper at the moment. We could probably do putting some of this copper away, actually. Put some of that in there. In there. That should keep us safe for a moment. Okay, where are we at here? So we've got 455 iron there. It's not really worth it on that one. We'll build it here because there's thousands of tons of iron in this one. Excellent. Right, let's pop a hole there. And there. There. And we'll pop them on that side. Covers those as well. There you go. That's a lot more iron going on that belt now. What we could do, we could fill up the entire belt with iron ore and then have one belt for iron ore and one belt for coal. That might be a little bit excessive for the moment, but we'll just go with what we've got there. And you can see there's more of it coming through now. So this will start to fill this belt completely. And these guys here should be able to cope. And we're actually full up on this side of iron, so I'm not too worried. And once this comes around here, it goes in here and it puts it into this splitter. And then that just makes sure both sides of that belt's full up. So it's never going to run dry. It will keep filling up as long as we've got iron ore going through there. So that's great. We'll grab some more of those while we're here. Just going to go down the bottom here, make sure we've got some coal in our little machine down here with the walls. Yeah, we've got a few in there still. Good. Pop some more in there. Okay, throw that in there and throw that in there. Oh, good. They're full up. Yeah, look, 165 walls. We'll keep those. That's great. We will use this technology here, these walls, later for the military science, and that will be much needed. And just have a look at where that is. Yeah, so military science there. Yeah, it uses walls. You can look on that. It'll tell you it uses piercing rounds, grenades, and walls. The piercing rounds, what we're looking at getting next. Oh, we actually already got that. I think we already got that, didn't we? No, we didn't yet. We're getting that next. We need steel to make those anyway, which we can't do yet. So I think what we'll do, we'll look at building some more of these labs quickly and get this extended because we want to get our research done quicker. So we'll grab another 6 of those just to be sure. Going to grab this and move this down. We've got our walls, we can build it a bit further south. Research is done there, excellent. What do we want next? Do we want trains yet, or do we want to get... Yeah, let's go with that. We'll get our car built. That'll be useful. Let's build a couple of these guns quickly. I think we build none. No gears. Right. Thankfully we've got iron gears right there that we can take. We'll take all of those. We'll grab another radar as well. We'll put a radar down the south. And we will grab some more ammunition as well. We're going to need that also. This later will go on the belt to make the military science as well. Okay, let's grab this. And we might as well put these science buildings down while we're here. What we'll do, we'll just leave a gap in between. And we'll feed them into each other. There. So what will happen with this now is that these arms here will feed this lab will then feed this lab, and then we could have potentially loads of these going along here, and the more of these we can put in, the better. What we will probably do is have the other research coming on a belt coming through this way up to about here, and then they'll be fed in and crossways. So we'll always have the lab with something in it, and later on we'll probably have more belts coming in this way, because there will be at least 3 belts with different colour science packs on each one. What I will do is put this radar down here. This will help us get some more range on our radar that we've got. Just get more visibility of the map. Do I want to wall this in yet? I don't think I do yet. We'll keep these walls. We'll use them up north, because I think that's the place we're going to get most of our attacks from for the moment. We're not anywhere near these ones just yet. Ah, look at that. We've got a base over there now. Our radar's just released that, or revealed that to us. Okay, interesting. So yeah, it looks like we will need to put some more guns up here as well, just to be sure. I just want to keep ourselves protected from any early attacks. Once we get better at science and research for military, we'll go on the offensive and we'll clear these bases out. I really could do with more of this being quicker. We'll leave it alone for a bit. We'll do that soon. We'll get it on next. We'll let it do what it's doing. Okay. What do we want to do next? I did a bit of a dirty kind of factory here. I'm not that impressed with it. I think I do want to change it somewhat. The reason I did it is I needed the belts and the underground belts quite quickly at the time. I think I've got enough there to last me for the moment, so I'm not going to change it just yet, but these gears are going through and they're not getting put on the belt properly, as I did a little dirty maneuver here and took some off to make the science. So I am going to change that a little bit. There's not a lot of throughput of gears at the moment, but that will change. We're going to put some more through in a minute. And I think what I'm going to want to do is put a splitter in here. Ah, there goes our car. Excellent. So we'll put a splitter there. An underground belt here to here. And then we'll just run the rest of these gears along here. So on the belt now, we've got copper. We've got 2 belts of iron. A belt of gears, if you could call that a belt of gears. It's more of a belt of gear. Not that kind of gear. So also we've got these computer chips. Now, I did build this little factory in the last episode, and I didn't really go into too much detail about it. The reason I built it is just I needed some quick access to these chips. This is a very small factory for now. We will want to build this again, but much bigger, because we're going to need a lot of these later on. And these will be used for making red chips, which are used in a vast majority of things in higher tiers of research and weaponry and factories. So this is just quick and dirty. What it essentially does is takes in copper from this side and it makes copper wire. And instead of putting copper wire out onto a belt, I've actually put it so it goes straight into the factory. And the reason for this is it's only really these circuits that use copper cable. There's not really much else demand for them. But if you put them straight into the factory, it's a lot quicker than faffing around putting them on a belt, because the belt's then taken up. It's a lot of effort to go back and forth. So I designed it this way so that these 2 here can go straight into there, because to build one of those it takes half a second, but you need 3 copper cable. Now these little inserters here aren't quick enough to keep up with the demand for 3, so you build 2 factories and it should just about keep up with demand. A little slow, but then if you turn one of these into a blue inserter, it then keeps the demand of this up fine, and then these, once they're used up, these will just generate output time after time after time. And as I say, this is quite a dirty and basic factory. We will have a much nicer looking version of it later, but it will still follow that same sort of format where the copper cable goes straight into the circuit factory rather than putting the copper cable onto a belt. Later on, they could change that maybe, but that's kind of the preferred way I do it. Less belts to worry about. It does mean you've got a little bit of tinkering with underground belts here to get the iron throughput as well. In itself, that's not too difficult. There is other ways that we can do it, and we'll look at that later. But for the moment, it gives us a very basic supply of these green circuits, which we will use here. Obviously, we're using them for building these robotic arms, so it helps with that research. Just keeps it up to date. We will go along, and I want to actually build a little factory here that's going to build some miners for us as well, because the miners later are going to be something very important. We're going to need hundreds of those to build across big ore patches. So while it's doing that, let's just check our research quickly. So we're up to date with this. I'm not going to go with these burners yet. Our tool belt, I don't think we need to worry too much about that yet. Do we want to go for some stronger grenades? No, not yet. I think let's go with electricity distribution, so we can build better power poles, and then solar energy as well. That will be quite good for us. The solar panels are useful because it obviously is free electricity. They are quite expensive to build though, as you can see. Take 5 copper, 5 steel and 15 electronic circuits, so it's quite an investment in resources to build those, and you do need a lot to make your base sufficient or self-sufficient at some point. We will get accumulators as well, actually, as you see down the research tree here, and these are like I guess they're like large batteries essentially, so they'll power the buildings at night time when the solar panels don't take any charge. But yeah, that's a later thing. Yeah, the solar panels will be used for other things, and it's just helpful. You can build a little outpost away from your base, put some solar panels around a radar, for example, or a miner or something like that, and it will just mine while it's got power going through it for the daylight. Okay. Oh, we didn't. Yeah, we did. Okay, we did pick a new technology. So I quickly want to build a little base that's going to make these little miners. So we need iron gears, 10 iron plates, and electronic circuits. So essentially, it's pretty much the same stuff we've got here already. So what we can do is get a couple of these red arms as well. We'll do red inserters for one of these. Okay. Oh, factories. How much do factories cost to build? What do they take? So they take the same as these miners. So what we'll do, we'll build a factory that builds factories and one that builds miners as well. We'll do a factory that does both. So let's start with this one. And it's going to need a lot of gears going, or iron plates into that. So let's get that splitter off of there. And we'll put that there. We'll do an underground belt here to here. And already I realised I've just completely cocked that up, haven't I? Let's go back and do that a different way, because we want that factory to be there, and we want the iron to come through the middle of here, like this. Which means we're going to want the splitter there instead. And there's method in my madness. Or stupidity, if you prefer. Right, so we've got... That will take the circuits in. That will take the gears. And then this one will take the iron plates, which we need lots of the iron plates, so it's better to have one that's closer by. And then we need power. Just we'll put that power there. And we'll connect it to there. And then what will happen with this is once we give it a recipe, we'll tell it to make factories. There we go. Look at that. Let it fill itself up. And once it's filling up, it's making us a factory. There we go. Look at that. So we will get a little box for that to go into as well. Let's put the box there, which I know is out of our power supply again, but that's fine. That there. We will put a limiter on this as well. We don't want too many of these factories. We will use these factories to make the upper tier factories later. So one of these goes into another factory to make another factory, if you see what I mean. It makes it a lot easier. and that's just going to do its thing. It's run out of gears at the moment, so we do need to get more gears. But whilst it's doing that, we'll put our other factory in place for here. Just build those along as I am, and put that one there, one of those there, and that one there, and that's going to build miners. Look at that, excellent. Pop another one of those there, another one of those there, and another power pole just there. And we'll limit this box as well. We don't want too many. I think they stack at 50, so we'll put it to around 200 for now. We will need lots of them, as I say, so we'll use them. Let's make it neat, put that there like that. Okay, we need more gears coming through here now, so we need to get this iron throughput a bit better. I think we'll change this a little bit here. I think probably we should have the iron going through there instead, so there's two belts going through. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we'll do that there instead. And then we'll delete this one here. There we go. Makes it a lot easier that way. So now there's more iron going through there. That will fill up quite quickly. As you can see, it's all starting to stack up at the end, which is good. And that's making more of these gears. And what we do, we can upgrade these factories later so they'll work faster and take more resources to do it. There you go. So we've got gears flooding through there now, which is much, much better. And as these are all full up, this isn't taking any at the moment, so that's good. And yeah, they're flowing along. The gears must flow. Excellent. Right. There's our research done. Let's let that carry on for the moment. So what that's done now is that's actually given us better power poles. As you can see, we've got these new ones which use steel and iron sticks. Iron sticks are a bit of a ball ache to make, but that shouldn't stop us too much. So we've got our car we can make, and we've got our red belts. That's fantastic. We don't need to use it at the moment. We don't need anything too pressingly urgent. Okay, engines and military science packs are ready to go. And our military science is here. So we've got grenades. We probably should make some of those. We're going to need them for the research anyway. But yeah, so the red ammunition, which is what we want to make more of, is going to take steel plates, basic firearms magazines, which are easy to make, and copper plates. So we are going to need to set up steel processing, which we will do imminently. But first of all, I want to get some more of these miners built because they're going to be needed for the steel processing. So look at that, we've already got 10. That's great. So that's good. We'll let that carry on for a moment. We'll grab a few more of these factories. We'll need those later. Let's see what we've got going on up here. Okay, yeah, we've got a few more biters coming in. Let's just check our power supply. So we're up to nearly 5 megawatts and we've got 7.2 being made. So that's good. We're coping. I'm wondering if maybe we should put some more in just for now. Yeah, so it's chewing through it quite quick. We've got iron ore over there as well. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, so we've got 165,000 iron just sitting there. That gives me an idea. I didn't even see that. I wonder if we can exploit this and make this into steel across here and put steel through there as its own resource instead of putting it on the current belt. Ah, look, there we go. We're being attacked. And that was quite a big attack. That was a fairly big attack. We've got some damage to our walls, which we'll repair. There you go. So, yeah, it looks like we're going to need to go and introduce ourselves to the neighbours. Yeah, we're going to get attacks from there soon. Okay. We'll worry about the steel in a minute. We'll actually just manually make some steel for now. We'll slightly cheat on that. And what we will do is we will basically steal it from here. Because I want to make a couple of engines so we can make a car. So we're going to make a bit of a dirty little factory making this. So it's going to need iron ore and coal. Actually, no, it just needs that and coal, doesn't it? Right, okay. Right, okay, I've just built a very horrendous, quick and easy little steel machine. This is just going to take some iron off of here. I've stuck some coal in a box just to throw onto the belt so that these can get filled with iron and coal. And we're just going to take this steel straight from the end of here and use it for making our car. I want to make one of these chests quickly to throw it into. Just throw that there. And we're going to start needing to get some more of these inserters in a minute. Okay, right, so we'll fill that chest up. This will just keep running until it runs out of coal. But it should give us plenty to get us on with and start us on the way to getting our new vehicle. I'm just going to go and grab some more inserters. Going to need those from here. Oh, we're running out of those as well. Look at that, plenty there though. Fantastic. We'll just stand by there. We'll just grab a handful of those. That's going to slow our research down a bit, but we now have plenty more to go on with for the moment. How we doing with our factories? So we've got 40 in there. And our miners, we've got 47 of those. I'll take those with us. We're going to need those later. Unfortunately, by doing this, it's strangled our iron supply again, which is a bit annoying, but it is unfortunately the process that we've got. So what do we need to make this car? We need some engines. Engines have to be made in a factory. They need pipes and gears, typically. Okay, so to make the car, we need... How many do we need? We need 8 engines and 5 steel plate and 20 iron plates. That shouldn't be a problem. To make the engines, 8 of those, it's going to take 8 steel plates, 8 iron gears. That's fair enough. That's easy enough to make. We've got plenty there. We'll let that fill itself up. We'll go and do a little factory over here to build this because it needs to do it in a factory. We can't actually build it ourselves. So we'll just pull this belt along quickly to here. Pull this one along to here. This one to here. We'll pull that down as well, just so it's easier. Well, I might do the copper one as well then. Okay, so let's make ourselves a little factory here. This is only going to be a temporary one, just for the moment, just to get these gears in here. We'll throw the steel in there ourselves. Make some engines. We need 7 steel, so we'll chuck 16 in there for the moment. We'll let that do its thing for the moment. Once this car is built, we're going to need to go on the offensive, and I think we should also see about building some red ammunition. This is just going to be purely for our own personal supply, because we're going to need to manufacture this on a belt later on and automate it for us. Okay, what have we got in here? The way of steel. Okay, another 41, that's great. It's going to help us. And brilliant. Okay, so it's building landfill now. As you can see, our iron supply is running down, so we're using so much of it for our steel supply. Yeah, 5 isn't very many. That's not going to survive along with 5. Okay. 5 engines. How are we doing there? Looks like we're about to run out of pipes in there. There we go. Right, we'll get rid of that factory for the moment. We don't need it now. Put that back there, and we'll just leave that there for the moment. Oh, go on, if you insist, we'll take it away as well. Okay, so we are good there. We are good there. These guys are struggling because the iron is struggling, because the iron is being swallowed up by the steel making. Okay, brilliant. What we'll do, we will switch these off for now. Just take those out and we'll let that do its thing, because we don't want to strangle our iron supply. we're getting some struggles there. Looks like we might be struggling with our copper supply as well. Are we losing power? No, still loads of power. Okay, we can put some more copper in there, that's not a problem. Yeah, that's 4 of those. Let's put 5. And we'll just put that one. Actually, we won't bother with that one. Yeah, actually, do you know what? Yeah, we will. We'll put that one in there as well. We'll put that going through there. Like this. Like this. There we go. And we've run out of power poles. Interesting. Okay. So we could build these newer ones now. Which I'm going to keep using these old ones for the moment. The newer ones we'll use once we get our steel running up properly. There we go. Right. Another attack incoming. Oh, that's a big one. Okay. As you can see, they're getting larger and worse. And doing more damage, so let's get this car built. There we go. Let's get that in ASAP. Then we're going to go pay them a visit. And we are going to send them to hell, hopefully. What we can do, we can actually build the walls double thickness if we wanted to. And what I've seen some players do is they build blocks like this with a gap between them. And then a gap between those. And what it does, it's like when you're at the seaside, at the beach, you see the things that break the waves up and take the power out of the waves. So if you do this, it spreads the wave of bugs out a little bit. And they have to go around these blocks, which means they spread out along the wall, which then means they're in range of more guns. And it just kind of takes the brunt out of their power a little bit, which is quite good. So we've got plenty of ammunition there. 76 in there, 86 there. Alright, let's pop a few more in here. These guys obviously seem to be doing the majority of the shooting. This one here has so far killed 15. This one's killed 32. 77. 38. 3. And 8. Okay, right. Let's also just build this along here a bit more. Actually, it's quite a long way away, but we could build up to that water if we wanted to. Gives a bit of protection there. But we won't for the moment. We'll leave it like that for now. We will put a gate in here once we can. But let's get that car built first of all. Has it just been built there? Look at this. This is our new car. We'll just rotate that around. Look at that. Straight away, first thing you know about a car is it costs you money to fuel it up. Never cheap, is it? So we can put wood in this if we want to. It's very basic fuel. We do want to put some ammunition in it. Ideally, I think we'll keep the red ammunition for ourselves. We'll put the yellow stuff in here for now. Got quite a high rate of fire, so it will go through it quite quickly, but it's also got plenty of storage slots there, so we'll stick more in there as we go. Also, you've got all this as storage for the vehicle, so you can throw some belts in there if you need to. A couple of inserters spare, so if you're out in the field somewhere you need to build something, you look in your inventory, you lost something or you've forgotten something, then it's good to keep some in your vehicle just as a spare. The only downside of that is if your vehicle gets destroyed, so does all your inventory in there. So to use this, we get in there, we go right up to it and press enter, and we're in. And then just the same keys, except the only thing is left and right, or A and D to rotate it, and then forward and backward, or W and S to forward and backward it. So it's easy to drive, just takes a little practice after a while, and you should be able to avoid driving into your factories. If you do hit factories, it damages your car and anything you drive into as well, so just be mindful of that. And right, I think we wanted to get some coal in here, don't we, actually? So let's just grab some coal off this belt, just because it's always handy to have some free fuel in there. Should do a fair amount. It does run quite well on fuel, it's quite efficient. Keep the wood for ourselves, we do need that. We'll throw some more energy in there. Usually if you're just stuck out in the field somewhere, grab a rock that's got some coal in it, or grab a tree, throw it in there. Later on you can put rocket fuel in this, makes it go a lot faster. Or you can put nuclear fuel in it later once you get that, and that makes it run at a massively fast rate. And also for a long time. Okay, so we've got walls now. Let's just build a couple of these and I'll quickly show you how they work. So we've got a wall here. We obviously can't walk through it or drive through it. What we can do is build these, and let's just say that's not really an ideal place to build it, is it? We don't really want to drive up there. We want to drive this way. Let's just say, for example, we want to drive through here. So we just put this in here. And now we've got a wall, and we can just walk up to it, and it drops down. And then it goes up again. Drops down and goes up. Go through the car. And there you go. Lovely, nice and easy. And what I tend to do is put a gun turret usually each side just to keep it safe in case you're getting chased back. But generally bugs can't run through it anyway, so it will protect you for as long as it needs to protect you. And if you've got walls all around your base, this is a really good way in and out. Also, it works for railways. If you build a railway, you can put a wall for the railway, so it stops bugs coming through the holes in your defences. Okay, so as you can see down here on the left, we've got the little buggy showing there, or your Jeep showing there. Shows what type of weapon it's got on it, which is a main machine gun. And then how much ammunition it's got. So it will use that up until you need to refill it, but generally by that point you're running away if you run out of ammunition. So, I think, let's go and say hello to our friends. Oh, there's our little worm from earlier on. Remember him? He's still around. Let's use him as a little test. Oh, there's some bugs coming in, look. They're going into our base. Let's see how they work on that wall. Oh. They don't really get as close, but they didn't do as much damage to the wall that time. We'll leave that for a moment. We'll come back to them. We're going to be going and visiting them. So let's have a look at our bug here. So if we go up here, he's going to spit at us and hurt our vehicle. Just like that. There you go. And we want to avoid driving any spit, because that's obviously acidic. Damages our vehicle. Great fun. So if we jump out, we do have a little repair packs there. Just hover over our vehicle. Just repair it. Easy. Nice and simple. So let's get back in there. And generally, you want to keep an eye on your health as you're driving around in this, because if you do get damaged and it blows up, you're pretty much dead with it. So look at our map. We can see more bugs on our map now. Look at that. See, now we've got 2 radars. It's actually scanning more distance, which means we can see more bugs, and we are going to get more of them attacking down here. So yeah, we do want to get our defences built. I keep saying that, and I know I'm going to get attacked before I built my defences. So, okay, right, let's go in here. We'll hold down spacebar as we drive past, and we'll just take these out as we go round. We'll just run them round in circles, hopefully get near enough that we can destroy them. If we just take these out, it should let us destroy these bases too. There we go. One base wiped out. Do some repairs quickly while we're here. It was quite an easy base to destroy, actually. They're actually quite weak at this point. They will get a lot stronger later, but we'll have better weapons by then. And also the walls and the defences we have up will be a lot stronger. So even if they do come for us, we won't have to worry too much about them. We've got a little base at the top here of this one as well. I think we'll do this one at the same time, because it is almost in range of our pollution. I might just whiz off the map quickly and see if I can expand it a bit better. And try to see if we can find any copper. We do need some copper at some point soon. We are going to run out eventually. We do need to get a supply. So let's go and take these guys out as well, see what we can do. Actually, before we do that, we want to see if we can put some more ammunition in our Jeep. There we go. Right. We did use 100 magazines to get that base done, so we'll probably use about the same on this one. Got a lot more worms up here though, so we're going to have to be a bit more careful. They're a bit more defended this side. Yeah, there's a lot of worms in this base. Oh, there's another base there as well. Oh no, some trees. When you get to my age, eyes do deceive you. Okay, base 2 down and destroyed. Just do some quick repairs. Back in there. Let's have a quick look at our map, see where we're at. Okay, we're right at the top here. Let's see if we can just whiz through here quickly and have a little scout around. Just to uncover some map. Ah, look at that. Copper right there. Fantastic. I actually didn't know there was copper there. I swear I've not looked at this map beforehand. Didn't do any preview of it, so I have no idea what's on this map otherwise. I guess the next thing we want to find out is a big patch of uranium, if there is one. That would be quite nice. Okay, let's just have a quick scout around here. I'm not going to bother attacking these guys just yet. Yeah, there's a few bases around. We'll come back for these once we've got better weapons. They're not a threat at the moment. It is nice that we found that copper. That means we can build ourselves a railway line up there for stone and copper. That'd be quite good, quite handy. Oh, trying to drive into the wall. Excellent. So that should stop the bugs coming down this way temporarily, at least. Let's just get out and do some repairs quickly. Let's repair the car first. It's our lifeblood, and then let's prepare that wall because we need it. And we're all good from there. We'll go back into this wall here. Fantastic. Okay, right, where do we need to go next? So, there's so much copper we've got up there actually. 3.7 million. That should keep us going for a few minutes at least. That's quite good. And 1.4 million there. 165k there. Okay, so we do want the oil at some point as well very soon. We're going to get a base down here attacking soon as well. Okay, let's go and do our southern border for the moment just to get that protected, because I think we're going to need that more at the moment than anywhere else. And what we'll do is we've got enough walls now, I think, to go right across here, I'd say. Yeah, let's do that. We'll build ourselves a wall, a little fortress across there. We will leave a gun here. We'll take these ones with us though. So they're going to make up the defensive force there. Looks like so that should cover us there for now. Now what we'll do, we've got a few trees here to go through, which is a bit of a pain for us. Ah, okay. There's quite a choke point there. So if we look on our map, it's quite narrow. What I'd like to do is build a couple of walls across there. Then we could just defend that with 2 guns at the most if we really need to. So we could do that. Like chopping down the trees though. We do need more wood though, I suppose. So let's go and... actually, can we build any more guns yet ourselves? No, we need more iron plates. We'll go grab some iron plates, then we'll build a couple more guns and we'll go down there and start using them. So now we're in a Jeep, as I was just about to say. We're a little more cumbersome when we drive around, which means we're likely to damage stuff. So sometimes it's good to just get out of the Jeep and just walk around instead. So we'll do that for the moment. The only thing is you've got to remember where you leave your Jeep if you need to get back to it. If you go on your map, it will show you there's a little triangle there. That's your Jeep, that triangle. So if you run away, you can then quickly look back. There's your Jeep. Obviously if you zoom in, you can see it if you've got radar coverage. We can go further afield, we can go there quicker. The only problem is this Jeep's not great at going through trees, so we'll have to get out and walk from here. We don't have any coal, that's a shame. We could have potentially built ourselves some grenades. Don't have any rocks here large enough with any coal in them. Doesn't matter, never mind. Okay, right, that should give us enough space to build a wall across here at least. And where are we at with this wall? Which I think we've got one more tree there that's in the way. There we go. Yeah, that helps. Good. What I'll do, I will actually build this one too thick, which should help defend it a bit better. Excellent. Right, and then a little gap here. Here, I'll put 3 guns down over here just to be sure. I'm going to discourage anyone coming in here that doesn't need to be. It just occurs to me I've got no ammunition. Thankfully I've got some in the Jeep, I'll use that. Okay, there we go. Right, so we've got a very, very limited defense there, but it's going to hold for enough time that we could get down there and defend it if we need to. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Quite a thick forest there, which is good. It'll absorb some of that pollution. Let's just see what our research has done. Okay, I think it's time we get the railways and get some railways on the build. And then we'll do the fluid handling that will be needed for oil later on. And then we'll want oil processing. And flammables. Flammables are great. That's going to make our defenses so much better. Because once we get flammables, we get this bad boy here. Yes, flamethrowers. That will help us with our defenses so much more. So we'll let that queue up. We'll just let that carry on doing what it's doing. We don't need to do much more than just let it do its own thing. So we'll get back here. And I think we're going to need to start looking really at getting our steel updated. We are going to need that steel sooner rather than later. Question is, what's the easiest and best way to get it? Okay. How's our iron doing? Our iron's doing okay, isn't it? Right, let's go and grab some more ammunition first of all, because I think we're going to need that soon over on our side just for ourselves. Also, the Jeep's got none in it now, so we need that. There we go, a couple of hundred in there. Did we get any more of the red ones? I think we took all the red ones out, didn't we? Yes, we did. How are we doing for miners? Let's grab all of those. We'll put most of them in the Jeep anyway. We'll grab 50 more factories. Right then, so military-wise, I think we are covered there. We don't have to worry about anybody from the north for a while. The south is going to be a little bit of an issue, but I think what I want to do for the moment is we'll look at that further in the next episode. We're covered there. We've got our walls here and here. A little bit of a gap there, but I think we'll be okay for the moment on that one. Although these guys might start down here. So maybe I'll put another gun or two just here to be sure. And we'll cover that area quickly. And I think we'll call it an episode. And then next episode, I think what we'll do is go and build this steel factory over on the right-hand side. Over in this area just here, where this iron ore is. There's not a huge amount of it there, but it will start us off pretty good with the iron. And also we've got a lot of coal there we can just send over and use. So that's going to be fairly easy. Gives us a bit of usage for this area. Then we can literally put the steel on this system here running through, or maybe we'll put it through the middle here. Either way, we can get it on this belt and it will go through quite quickly. And yes, we should be up to date with that. Oh, and there's my Jeep. I was just looking for that. Excellent. Right, let's go and put these guns in quickly. I've got 4 left in my inventory. Let's go grab some more ammunition as well. So yeah, we've got nearly 400 ammunition. Put some in the Jeep. Let's put that in there for the moment. And we'll just bolster our defense down here. We'll make sure we don't run into anything on the way. You know what? We'll grab... Actually, do you know what? We'll leave that one for the moment. Just in case anything comes from over there. Which we can also block off with a wall there. That would be quite handy. So we could put a wall there. One here. One here. Yeah. Okay. We'll do that. Nice and easy. Okay. Do we want to go there? Yeah. Right. Let's build this wall. We'll carry it across from here, so it just goes straight over. Much easier that way. And there's me walking the wrong way again. Let's just put that there. Nice and simple. And then we'll put a gun in about there. That covers the edge of there then, doesn't it? What do we need? Another one about there. And about there. That should cover it. Bullets in each of these. Let's put most in that one, and then we'll split that there between these two. There we go. Right, we're covered from the south. Almost. There's a very small area here, so what we'll do, we'll just put a wall in across here. We won't put any guns in for now. If anything does come across here and start attacking, it'll give us a warning that it's being attacked. By the time anything gets through there, we should be able to react quite quickly to get there to destroy it. Even in our Jeep or the defences up here. The first thing they'll come across is actually this gun here anyway. Actually, do you know what? While we're here, let's just do this one as well, just so we've got peace of mind. And they're essentially covered from pretty much every corner. as I say, these are just temporary. They will be moved at some point as we expand our base out. We will move them further ahead and we'll expand our borders. And as we expand our borders, we'll cover more and more territory. And we'll expand our walls, have better weapons. Once we get the oil processing up and running, we'll have flamethrowers. And we'll have a lovely little barbecue with the neighbours. That'll be fun. And not for them so much, more for us. But it will make things a lot easier and a lot less time consuming and ammunition consuming, and we can concentrate on exploiting the rest of this planet. So what I'll do between now and the next episode, I might have a little tidy up of some bits and pieces just to get myself building a few bits and pieces that I need for the next bit, and we will turn this here into a steel manufacturing system. We'll have some coal going in, some iron ore coming out, turn it into iron plates, the iron plates then into steel, and then the steel will run back out here, probably along this way somewhere. And then we'll just basically empty this out here. So that should be quite good. So yeah, we'll catch you in the next episode. So thank you very much, and I hope we'll see you very soon. Thank you. Take care.